Yo fellas, how's it going? It's your boy JP back with another video, and I'd like to start off by wishing you a happy new year. I know it's a bit late, we're pretty much in February now, but better late than never. So, alright, so this is a quick video. I want to create you a quick plan of how you can best lose butt fat in 2025. Now, let's get straight into it. So for this year, first things first, I want you to set realistic expectations. That's number one. Now, if you're coming into this looking to change your body, completely change your physique in the next 6 weeks, I want you to scrap that. I want you to think long term. I'm talking years. Now, when I first started my fitness journey, back when I was 18, 19, luckily for me, I knew it was going to take a long time. For me to really be happy with my body and my physique, I knew it wasn't going to happen overnight. And thankfully, I came across some influencers who told me that it took them 10 years, 13 years to look how they did. So I always had that long-term vision, and having that expectation really set me up for success, because I knew that year one in, year two, year three, year four, I knew that I was still working towards my masterpiece in terms of a body that I'd really love and really be proud of. And that's really what throws a lot of people off, that really causes people to struggle and not hit their goals, because they're expecting to get amazing results in 6 months, in 3 months. And they're comparing themselves to other people who've been training for years and years. I mean, even me, I've been training, since I was 18, 19, now I'm 34. So we're talking essentially 14, 15 years of consistent training. And it hasn't been linear. There's been times where, even last year, you can see my videos from this time last year, I was really ill. I lost a lot of muscle, and I had to start again. So essentially, you just got to be patient. Set those realistic expectations of 5 years time, you're going to be looking really, really good. I know it sounds a bit demotivating, like, is it going to take that long? But if you could hold it out for that long, that's where you're going to get a really top level physique. And don't get me wrong, it's not going to take that long to start seeing progress. I mean, with the right plan, if you follow the tips I give you, you should start seeing results within the first 12, 16 weeks. You should start noticing a difference. And if you're consistent for the next 6 months, you're going to really start noticing a difference. And it's just going to compound from there. But it's going to be a journey, and you just have to be patient and set those realistic expectations in mind. Do what you have to do, create a vision board. That's always something I've followed and believed in. And definitely find a physique that you really admire, and just take a screenshot of it, or save it somewhere, just as a reminder of what you want to achieve and what you want to look like. And just having that vision there is going to just give you the extra boost and motivation to keep going, especially when times are tough. All right, so 2, I want you to start hitting the gym. I don't know how many times I need to say this, but this is going to be really important. This whole plan, this blueprint does not work if you're not hitting the gym, if you're not lifting heavy, if you're not doing resistance training. This is going to be really, really important. And this is going to be important for many, many reasons. Number one, your body shape is essentially out of balance. That's the issue right now. You've got a big butt, you've got big thighs, maybe your stomach might be sticking out, maybe you've got abs, and maybe you're just skinny on the upper body, but something's not balanced. And the only way you're going to balance things out is you're going to have to train and remold your body. So the only way you're going to do that is by lifting heavy weights, bodybuilding style. So you want to be training at least 4 days a week, 4 days at least. If you could do more, I wouldn't do more than 6, but 4 is perfect. And you're going to do 3 days upper body, and you're going to train 1 day legs. So the routine that's given me the best results is 1 day I'll do chest and triceps, another day I will do my back and my biceps, another day I'll do my shoulders and triceps, and the last day I'll do my legs, core, and biceps as well. And you might be asking, why am I doing arms every day? Well, for me, arms has been a weak point, so I really focus on building my arms, and especially after I got my illness. I lost lots of muscles in my arms, so I really focus on my arms. But the main thing is that you just want to be consistent. Your lower body is dominant to your upper body. So to fix that, you're going to have to spend more time on your upper body and get that to be in balance with your legs. So that's going to be really important. Don't just focus on losing butt fat, losing butt fat. Build your muscle as well. And when you're lean enough, you're going to have the perfect, imbalanced, symmetrical physique. So that's going to be really important. Find a gym that's convenient to you. So one where you can walk to, that would be ideal. So typically I will not go to a gym if it's over a 10-minute walk or a 10-minute drive, and just make it convenient. So I would find a gym that's close to your home. I wouldn't even find one close to work, because let's say you've got a day off, or for whatever reason you change job, now you're gonna have to find a new gym and it's just a hassle. Just find a gym, something easy, something that's open 7 days a week, weekends as well, good price, and just commit to going. It's going to be a bit uncomfortable, a bit awkward at the start. You're going to be new, you're going to be unsure about the equipment, but just go. Just make it a habit to go, even when you don't feel like it. The days that matter the most are when you really don't want to do it, but you just squeeze in a 15, 20-minute workout. You might think it's a waste of time, but it's just about building that momentum. For my first year of training, maybe year and a half, I was really had a problem with being really consistent. So I would be consistent for 12 weeks, and then I'd take a week off. I'd feel great, and then slack off. A week would turn to 2 weeks, would turn to 3 weeks, and then I've lost all my progress, and I'm having to start all over again. And it wasn't until I realized that the real gains aren't going to be achieved until you're consistent 3 months, 6 months without stopping, a year without stopping. And don't get me wrong, you can have a week here and there, but anything more than a week, you're just wasting time in terms of you're regressing, and then you're gonna have to build back that time, and it's just a whole nightmare of getting back into that routine. If I was you, I wouldn't take a week off for the next 3-4 years. Honestly, I would be so dedicated to my routine, I just wouldn't take that time off, because you don't need to. Especially if you're training the way I've told you to train, you're resting different body parts on different days. So when you're training your back, your chest is being rested, your legs are being rested. So just be really consistent and just fall in love with the gym. And for me, the gym now is more therapeutical. It's like a place where I can de-stress, I can think of plans, I can think of different ideas, what I want to do next. It's really a magical time where I'm just focusing on myself, and I'm just going through the motions. It's as I said, it's therapeutic. Some people do other things to relax. For me, the gym is a very relaxing place to be, and I want that to be for you as well. Okay, number 3, I want you to weigh every day. Now, this is really, really important, because the thing about having steatopedia and storing body fat in your butt is that it's never going to go away. So the moment you start gaining weight, you're going to gain it in your butt. So it can go away, you can lose butt fat, but you're always going to be predisposed to gain the fat in the same area if you gain more weight. So you have to figure out what your ideal weight is. Now for me, I feel my best at probably around 86 kilos. 86, 87, 88, where I feel full and my body's in proportion. Recently, right now, today I weighed in about 89.9 or 8 kilos. So I'm definitely a little bit overweight right now, and I can feel it. I notice it a little bit, my butt is poking out, and it's something I'm aware of. Thankfully, through my 14, 15 years of training, I've built quite a lots of muscle in my upper body, so I don't mind. But if I was to gain 1 or 2 more kilos, I would feel a little bit self-conscious, even now. So you have to weigh yourself. You have to be aware. Ideally, you know what your ideal weight is going to be. The more muscle you gain, the higher weight you'll be, or the more weight you'll be where you'll feel good. But if you haven't got much muscle, then you're gonna have to be tighter with your body weight. So weigh yourself each day, and it's gonna be the easiest way to regulate what you're doing each day, how you're eating, your activity levels in correlation to your weight. As they say, what gets measured gets improved. So if you're not checking your body weight, if you're doing that every month, every few weeks, you're not gonna be on top of things. So for me, wake up, use the bathroom, brush your teeth, weigh yourself before you eat any food for the day. Do that every day, and you're just gonna be able to lock in your routine, how you're eating, what you're doing, and you can make those fine tweaks day on day versus leaving it a whole month, having an unpleasant surprise, and then you start questioning if you're even doing the right thing. So, every day. Okay, 4, you want to reduce your sugar and soda intake. That's gonna be really important. Sugar is your enemy when it comes to controlling your weight. You have to monitor your sugar. Now, sodas, I would avoid them completely. If you're gonna have a soda, just go for a diet soda. But sweet drinks are really bad in terms of if you wanna lose butt fat. A good piece of advice is don't drink your calories. If you're gonna have calories, use it on food to fill you up so you're not hungry. Avoid the sweet drinks, the Coke, the Pepsi, the soda. Once in a while if you need to, but if you can cut that out entirely, you're just gonna make so much progress. Your body's gonna feel a lot better. And just stick to water and savory foods, honestly. It's gonna make a huge difference. All right, tip number 5. So, 10,000 steps a day if you can. Now, doing those regular steps are gonna make a huge difference when it comes to managing your weight and overall keeping your metabolism elevated. Now, whenever I'm looking to drop fat, I always try and do a lot of walking. It's just an easy way to burn fat and burn calories, and it's just fun in terms of you can listen to a podcast, you can listen to an audiobook, you can enjoy the fresh air, and I'd much rather walk outside than run on a treadmill. So that's really important, doing your cardio. There's times I do 100 burpees a day. You could do that if you like, but just getting that regular cardio in is gonna help monitor or help regulate your body weight as well and burn that fat. And the thing I like about walking is that it's very low intensity, meaning that you're not gonna burn muscle. So as long as you're eating a good amount of calories a day, you're gonna hold on to as much muscle as possible and just gonna shed the fat, which is perfect. If you start doing sprints and tons of cardio, you're gonna burn all of that muscle, which is actually gonna help you in terms of burning butt fat, because your muscle is an active tissue, meaning that it requires energy and calories to maintain. So you lose muscle, it's gonna make it a lot harder to burn that butt fat. So that's why I preach a lot about training, lifting heavy, building more muscle, because that's gonna help you drop body fat and reduce your body fat percentage, and overall, you're gonna be happy with how you look in your physique as well. And last but not least, number 6, you want to eat clean. So this ties in with my point about reducing sugars, because if you can eat clean, if you can avoid fried food, processed foods, potato chips, crisps, muffins, donuts, you're gonna put yourself in a much better position to be happy with your physique. Now, easier said than done. There's a reason why people love those treats, and that's because they taste great and they're addictive as well. If you're going through a stressful period, nothing is gonna give you that little boost or pick up than an ice cream or a cookie or a chocolate bar. But if you're serious about your physique, you're gonna omit those from your day to day. You're gonna stop eating those. And you're just gonna feel better overall. You're gonna feel less bloated. You're just gonna feel way better. So reducing your sugar, reducing your processed foods. If you want some sugar, go for your fruits, apple, banana, orange. I eat them on a day-to-day basis because they're good for you. They've got vitamins and minerals as well, which help fight infection and other reasons, etc., etc. But you're just gonna feel better overall. So if you don't like cooking, if you can find somewhere where you can get a plate of good food, maybe a buffet somewhere or a restaurant or a cafe where they serve good food, go for that. Or do your meal prep. I mean, I don't personally like cooking, so I'm living in Colombia right now, so there's many different restaurants where I can find a good plate of food, chicken, rice, beans, salad, and it's perfect for me. But whatever it takes, just try and get to that point where you can eat healthily and you don't have to be eating fries and potato chips and fried chicken every day and chips, and you want to avoid that. So just some steps for you for 2025. You follow these steps, you're going to be 95% of the way there. Just be consistent, like I need to be with these videos. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one.